And it still works, but it's the wrong fan, so...
I love the fact that we've got the original cowling in there as well. I think that's just super cool. Nice and slick and clean.
Works the best.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Always has.
Sweet!
Are you feeling more optimistic about it starting?
No, not one bit. Just because we fancy bits on does not mean it's going to start at all. Alright.
It might.
Oh, now we're saying it might. Okay, here we go. Let's keep going.
What do you think it was doing?
There's a bit... I can't believe that's already on.
There's not a lot to it.
Well, there is if I'm doing it.
I've attached the bar.
Properly.
The radiator.
Yeah, sorry.
The bottom rad pipe.
Yeah. Oh, right.
The fan and the shroud.
Oh, yeah.
So now I'm going to do the top rad pipe, and then in theory it should hold water.
And we changed... I'm going to use the word we a lot.
That's okay.
we didn't do anything.
We are alright with that.
Yeah, the right way. And you changed the fan. There was a brand new fan as well, wasn't there?
Yeah, so it's a GK Tech 10 blade fan, which is let's say based on the GP Sports 10 blade fan, which basically means it moves a bigger volume of air.
Yeah, so an OEM replacement slots straight into...
Yep. Perfect. Billy's done a really nice little feature on this, which wasn't that obvious when I first looked at it, but now it's just genius. So even if you grab this end,
yep,
and if you watch where these go onto the car, they actually slot onto the stubs.
Oh wow.
So it's mounted, and then you can take your time to put the bolts in.
Okay, so we actually now have what resembles a bit of a front end. Okay, I mean, so levels of optimism are, although this has nothing to do with the engine, slightly increasing. I'm very curious to see as to how this intercooler fits here, though.
Yeah, so am I.
Okay, so we have the original intercooler back on again. Mito did a great thing of figuring out how this went back on.
You want to run an SR at 80 degrees, and then it will love you and last for a long time.
Yeah, I had one for 5 years without any issues whatsoever.
There you go.
Okay, so next port to call is not get rained on, although it would be quite nice. We have a lot less parts here. We have the front end now essentially together, which I am actually amazed of, but it's actually looking a little bit more decent now. What do you think is the next, what's the next step?
I'm going to do up that pipe.
Yeah.
I'm going to put the intake pipe on.
Yeah.
We'll put the headlights and everything back in just because they're there, and we'll make it a complete sealed car.
Yeah.
Then we've done that, so I know that if it hammers it down with rain, that everything's protected.
Correct.
We will finish off the power steering lines and plug some things in and maybe turn it over.
Yes.
So it's not a million miles away from actually, you know.
No, but it's a million miles is that's a big number.
I mean,
is it a couple of miles?
I'd definitely walk 500 miles.
And I would walk 500 more, but does that mean it will
start up and turn the engine over some more?
Yeah. Right, okay, right, that's enough. Mito's making a lot of noise. I wanted to show you something because this is starting to look pretty cool actually. So we now have the headlights pretty much on. Swanky purple hardware. Should probably rattle off. This is this is starting to look badass, man. I'm thinking no bonnet and no front bumper or wings effect. I think we just do this. No, I'm not.
Just leave it Mad Max.
Yeah. So you'll see a lot of transformation very, very quickly actually as we assemble the front of the vehicle. It will look like a car today.
I mean, it looks like a car now, really, doesn't it?
Oh, kind of, yeah.
It looks like a weird sort of like a beach buggy type thing.
It does. We will definitely have to have some time to assess, well, I want to say paint work, but wrap work. Stance of the car is pretty okay. We haven't gone over the footwork components, so we haven't gone over all the arms and the suspension, which will all have to be replaced. Okay, so the front of it, as we've just seen, well, in fact, now looks the exact same as it did when I last pressed the little button on top of the camera.
It's in fact very different.
Is it though?
No, not really.
No, it's not at all. Oh well, then that's not strictly speaking true. There are a couple of more bits that are now more permanently attached than they were before.
So what we're doing now is like the fiddly bits.
Yeah.
So like the major bulk of it's there, so it looks very impressive, and it would car again. But now what we're going to do is like mount the boost controller, move, put wires in the right place, put little clamps on, and just stuff that's like time consuming.
Yeah.
And not very impressive to watch.
So at this stage, you will have been able to realise that production quality is very high in the video that we're creating here today.
It's masterpiece.
It looks like a lot more of a vehicle now, Mito, I'll be honest. I mean, so there's wings on, but everything's going to have to come back off again, right? Basically.
Yeah, but I just want it to look like a car. Because it's, it makes you feel better about life, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Right now, it really I'm digging the look of this thing, man.
Well, where we are up to now
Yeah.
is if I get there's some rubber bands in the boot somewhere. Let me find your rubber bands.
Have you misplaced my rubber bands?
Currently I have.
I mean, that is fitting surprisingly better than I thought that it would. Mito, I will be honest at this point in the video and tell you that I am quite pleased with how this is looking.
You are easily pleased.
I am very easily pleased. And to that, cue engine start. So you've come to check on the progress. The moment of truth is almost upon us.
It's looking good.
Do you think it will start?
Nah, Matt's been working it, probably not.
That's not what I want to hear.
For now we've just, like there's Jubilee clips and things missing, but we've attached the essential components so we can start it and just make sure it works really.
Yeah.
Make sure that there's nothing catastrophically wrong with the engine.
Yeah, I mean, in case you're looking at this now and you see there's little bits and bobs missing, like Mida was saying, Jubilee clips and all this kind of stuff. This is just to see does it run, because we still do not know. I mean, it's supposed to, and it's supposed to be ran in and everything, but we don't know. So
Yeah.
Here we go.
That didn't work.
Oh mate, the suspense is killing me.
I was trying to turn it on and it wasn't happening.
So attempt number 1.
Bollocks.
Yeah. We think it's the battery.
Yeah. Because it's a little race battery.
Yeah.
And you have to store them correctly and leave them on a trickle, and it's completely dead.
Yeah.
So it won't even power up Simon's multimeter, so yeah, we're going to have to try something else.
Here we go. Attempt number 2.
Click 1, click 2.
Yeah. We're getting noises.
Got fuel.
Ah!
Your jump pack's dead.
No, it's a battery out of Jordan's car. It's got 12.3 volts, but it probably hasn't got the amps because it's been sitting around. Ah, man!
It wants to go. We need
Attempt
more power.
number 2. We need more power.
I just can't do it, Jim. I haven't got the power.
Attempt number 3. Oh. More noises.
Does that sound a bit more powerful?
No, something's clicking.
Yes, the fans. He hasn't fucking...
Right, ready?
Something.
Yeah.